In the depths of the forest, where the trees whispered secrets and shadows danced in the moonlight, stood a forgotten cabin. Its weathered walls leaned against each other as if clinging to memories of a time long gone. It was a place shrouded in mystery and darkness, a place whispered about in hushed tones by those who dared venture into the woods. Legend had it that the cabin was cursed, its history steeped in tragedy and despair. Many years ago, a family had lived there, seeking solitude from the outside world. But as the days turned into nights, strange things began to happen. Whispers echoed through the halls. Shadows moved where there should have been none, and the air grew thick with a sense of foreboding. One by one, the family members vanished, leaving behind only whispers of their existence. Some say they were taken by the forest itself, consumed by its ancient hunger. Others claim darker forces were at play, lurking in the shadows of the cabin. Despite the warnings, a group of curious teenagers decide to spend a night in the forgotten cabin. They laughed off the tales of hauntings and curses, confident in their youthful bravado. As night fell and the forest swallowed the last remnants of daylight, the cabin seemed to come alive. Shadows danced along the walls and the air grew cold with a bone-chilling chill. But still, the teenagers remained undeterred, their laughter echoing through the empty rooms. But as the hours passed, their laughter turned to fear. Whispers filled the air, their voices grew louder with each passing moment. Shadows reached out to grasp at them, twisting and contorting into grotesque shapes. One by one, the teenagers disappeared into the darkness, their screams swallowed by the night. Only one remained, a lone figure huddled in a corner, eyes wide with terror. As the first light of dawn broke through the trees, the cabin stood silent once more, its secrets buried deep within its walls. And though the forest reclaimed its territory, the memory of the forgotten cabin would linger on, a warning to all who dared to seek out its mysteries. The lone survivor, trembling with fear, knew that he couldn't stay in the cabin any longer. With the first rays of dawn, he mustered all the courage he had left and ventured out into the forest, determined to leave the cursed place behind. But as he stumbled through the underbrush, he couldn't shake the feeling that something was following him, something dark and malevolent. Every rustle of leaves, every snap of a twig sent shivers down his spine, and he quickened his pace, desperate to escape the grip of the forest. Hours passed, and exhaustion threatened to overcome him, but still, he pressed on. Finally, just as he thought he could go no further, he stumbled into a clearing. In the center stood an ancient tree, its branches reaching towards the sky like gnarled fingers. Gasping for breath, the survivor collapsed at the base of the tree, his heart pounding in his chest. And as he lay there, he heard a voice whispering in the wind, a voice filled with sorrow and regret. "You were warned," the voice murmured, its words echoing through the clearing. "You were warned, but you didn't listen." With a start, the survivor realizes that the voice belongs to the forest itself, a guardian of its secrets and a harbinger of its wrath. And in that moment, he knew that he would never truly escape the curse of the forgotten cabin. For as long as he lived, the memories of that fateful night would haunt him, a reminder of the darkness that lurked within the heart of the forest. And although he may wander far from its depths, he would always carry with him the weight of his actions, a burden too heavy to bear. And so, as the sun rose high in the sky and the forest stirred with life once more, the survivor rose to his feet and disappeared into the trees, leaving behind the forgotten cabin and the horrors that lay within its walls. But try as he might to forget, the memory of that night would always linger, a shadow cast across his soul for all eternity.